Okay, ladies and gentlemen, today is our last day of Explore the Desert. We're on chapter 4, People and the Desert, and here is our picture for the day, or for our first paragraph, or chapter, whatever this book is. Here we go, guys. A man wearing a blue turban guides his camel across the sandy floor of Africa's Sahara Desert. The man belongs to a group of people called Tuareg, the blue people of the desert. The blue dye of their turbans rubs off onto their skin. For thousands of years, the Tuaregs were nomads, moving from place to place. The Tuaregs were also traders. Their caravans of camels took goods like spices and grains across the Sahara Desert. In recent times, many Tuaregs have settled along the edges of the Saharan Desert. Droughts made it hard to find food for their camels. Wars made it dangerous to live in some places of the desert. Here's our next pictures for our next pages. People affect the desert. People in the desert must be careful to protect the plants and animals living there. People might not realize the effect they have on the desert. By destroying the desert plants, people harm desert animals. Animals that eat the plants no longer have food or shelter. If people kill desert animals, like tarantulas or other spiders, larger animals that eat the spiders have to find other food to eat. People who hike in deserts should stay on trails so they don't disrupt plants and animals. Even though a rocky, dry desert looks tough, it's a delicate place. Hikers should stay on trails in the desert. When people wander off trails, they might accidentally crush a cactus. Hikers who aren't careful might trample over the burrows of mice or lizards, causing the animals' underground homes to collapse. Fact: aliens have come to the desert in the United States. Alien plants, that is. The tumbleweed and salt cedar are not native to American deserts. Both plants were accidentally brought from Asia and Europe in the 1800s and early 1900s. Protecting the desert. Some people don't come to the deserts just to hike. They want to live there. In the United States, desert cities are growing fast. Each year, thousands of people move to the desert states like Arizona and Nevada. Malls, roads, houses, and stores are bought and built and crowd out desert animals and plants. Las Vegas, Nevada sprawls across thousands of acres of desert land. Death Valley National Park is the homeland and Death Valley. Here we go. The U.S. government protects desert areas by setting up national parks. To make sure deserts don't disappear, countries and states make laws to set aside land. In these protected areas, people aren't allowed to build roads or homes. It's against the law to harm any of the plants or animals that live there. Chapter 5, The Desert Field Guide. Where to find deserts: Africa, Antarctica, Arctic areas, Asia, Australia, North America, South America. Climate: temperature range in hot deserts, 85 to 100 degrees Fahrenheit. Annual precipitation is less than 10 inches. Bugs: there's the bugs that live in the desert are ants, bees, black widow spiders, butterflies, scorpions, tarantulas, and termites. Some plants that live there: birdcage plants, brittle bush shrubs, cactuses, creosote bushes, Joshua trees, mesquite shrubs and trees, nara plants, spinifex grasses, and yuccas. Some animals. Common mammals are bats, coyotes, fennec foxes, gophers, jackals, kangaroo rats, mice, and wolves. Some common reptiles are the Gila monsters, iguanas, lizards, rattlesnakes, and tortoises. Some common birds are the cactus wrens, the Gila woodpeckers, hawks, owls, roadrunners. Question: Where do some animals go during the hottest part of the day in a desert? Do you remember? Chapter 6. Scientist at Work. At the southern tip of the island of Madagascar lies one of the world's strangest deserts. The Spiny Desert is a place of twisted trees and bushes, all covered in sharp thorns. Dr. Steve Goodman, a biologist with Chicago's Field Museum of Natural History, has studied the plants and animals of Madagascar's Spiny Desert for the last 14 years. When Goodman wanted to find out more about Madagascar's mouse lemurs, he went camping. Goodman spent time in the desert studying the lemurs up close. Goodman recorded what he saw, heard, smelled, and touched. He shared what he learned about the tiny animals with the government of Madagascar. His research taught people how to protect the mouse lemur by making sure the desert plant it eats are not destroyed. In the back, we have our glossary, some internet sites if you'd like to do more research, or if you want to read more about deserts, there are books that you could go there too. These are all text features. And here is our index and a little bit about our author. These are all some text features as well.